guys, how are you doing? How do you do? Let me know, are you doing well? I think so. Okay, let's introduce the theme. If you were about to copy just a few things from successful people, the things that have the most impact in your life, what will those things be? Well, this is about what we're talking about in this video, the most impactful things that you can copy from highly successful individuals. First place, we are starting off with something that you can really put your hands on. You need to be really good at something that is easily monetizable. Managing off social media page is not a strong hard skill. That is a summer job for a TikToker, for example. We're talking about heavy hitters like programming, designing, edges, building a house, making a bread, so on. Something that you can measure it and analyze it. Pick any of those successful people that is actually worth at something, and then you find that all of them are really good at something. They have leveraged that thing to make it bigger, and then all you need is a starting point. People love to look at what jobs pay the most or what industries have the most money, but they fail to look at what skills they are actually good at or what things they can become great at. This is on how it works. So the first thing you need to copy from successful people is proficiency. If you become really proficiency at something, so it's easy to translate that into a business or into a high paid job or in a strong independent career. Now, the most common argument against this idea is that the highly successful people always had a big break. The most common argument against this idea is that highly successful people already had big breaks. Elon Musk, for example, Elon Musk's parents already had a huge mining operation. Bill Gates' parents, for example, put him into an exclusive program. You can find plenty of examples. But here's the thing. If you want to become a millionaire by 30, yeah, certain circumstances are mandatory. But if you want to become billionaire by 30 or any age, you don't need extraordinary circumstances. What you need is proficiency along the next thing I will quote. So, second place, get comfortable with sacrifice. I repeat, get comfortable with sacrifice. Now, pay attention. By sacrificing or sacrifice is more than an umbrella term, and contrary to the popular belief, it doesn't mean being miserable for a long time. The term sacrifice has been romanticized almost to the biblical point. You see it through the social media, people boasting about sacrificing nights of sleep or eating just fast food for 5 years in order to save up as much money as possible, and that is stupid and no way of living life unless you are in a deep shit. When I say sacrifice, I mean finding a good trade-off. You need to do stuff that others aren't willing to do. So that is essentially the definition of sacrifice. You find something that very few people want to do and you do it. And after a while, you will be in a position that there is no competition because very few people went through the same things you did. So if you have to want an extraordinary life, you need to do extraordinary things. The point is, if you want something worth in having, there will always be a trade-off to make. There is sacrifice. And once we start to adopt the trade-off mentality, you will start to see the world with different eyes. So the question is, how can you start having comfortable be comfortable with some sacrifice? Well, the first step is to look for a trade-off that is easy to you. For example, you are a morning person, so you are used to wake up at 5 to 6 a.m. So you have got 3 hours to trade off until the day officially starts. And you can use those hours to something that net you a plus one benefits to something you care about. Maybe those hours at the gym, maybe doing some creative working or walking on with the dog, or whatever makes you feel good. You already have those hours, so trade-off is easy and it's good trade-off. Let's say you have paid more than enough in your job and you have got excessive capital there. That is something to trade off that many others don't have. You can start investing a little bit and see how it feels. You can watch the market, you can get familiar with financial tools and investing tools and the financial lingo. And again, that is good to trade off. That is amazing. But let's imagine you are an incredible social person and you recharge your batteries by ringing around other people. Then trade off your weekends and evenings with your friend is a bad trade off. If it makes you feel miserable because it will be hard pressed to find something more beneficial than feeling miserable worth it. So guys, look to me. It's so important you look around in your life and find things you are comfortable trading off. Just to get used to it, and after you move to things a little bit more demanding, but which also have a way bigger return. So guys, we are ending. That's it. Today we spoke about a few things that we can copy from highly successful people, like modeling. So as usual, make reflection, take action, keep working, see the one you intend to be. See you very, very, very soon.